G'day guys, welcome to Rumble's Fishroom. So today we're going for Operation Let's Make the Fishroom Floor Dry. Now this should be part one of a series. It sounds silly trying to get the fishroom floor dry being a multiple video thing, but if you've had a fish room before and neglected leaks, you know that they add up real quick. I got super good feedback on the microphone and the tripod stand. So my goal from here on in, I'm going to use this microphone for as long as I can. I don't know what's going on the screen in my camera. Hopefully the settings are alright. Looks weird. I wonder if my camera did an update when it was plugged into the computer. Anyway, camera has weird settings on the screen. So we've got a $6 hose. Did you know you can get a hose as cheap as $6? And then we've got a $55 hose. You know this is my favorite hose, guys, but man, it pains me to spend $50 to $5 on it. But I guess $55 isn't that much money. I forgot to tell you the details. So we're going to try and use the wireless mic for every video for the time being and see if I get used to it. And then I want to try and use the tripod for at least one clip in every video for the next 2 weeks. And I figured if I do like 12, we'll say 12 videos, because I might not use them in the members video, because the members video is usually just an insight onto what's happening. So we just have a chat. So 12 videos out of 14 with the tripod. I'm hoping that I get into the rhythm of using the tripod more, because it's not that I don't want to use it, it's I don't think to use it, and I know the footage comes out way better using it. So let's get stuck into the first project. Alright, so there's a couple of fittings here. They're for a future project up there. If you know, you know. If you watched a video about 2 weeks ago, these fittings were fittings that I needed, and I'm going to fix that up. I won't explain it right this second. We need to find scissors. They'll be somewhere. I'll go find the scissors. Alright guys, so Operation Find the Scissors. My wife had put them in the toolbox. Great storage place for them. Actually, a very correct storage spot. I used to get frustrated when the wife cleaned things and put them away. And I didn't know where they were. Now I realised all I have to do is ask, because she remembers literally where she puts every single little thing, and then I can appreciate it more. That's a hot tip if your missus, if you get frustrated at where she puts stuff, just ask her. Alright, so we don't need these hose ends. I can't believe this is $6 and it comes with hose ends. I was going to cut some of my garden hose up, and then I was like, I'll just check how much they are in Bunnings. Let's go get the tripod. Are you ready? So now we've got a wireless microphone. I don't need to switch the mic around when I move, when I do shit. Oh, that was loud in my ears. I don't know about your ears. So now, ready? Put the tripod there. Sit in the tripod. Job done. People on tripod. Fellow subscribers on tripod. Hang on. Are you guys fellow subscribers if I'm not a subscriber? I think that's wrong. We're not fellows. Alright, so what we're doing here, that pipe there is draining straight down with nothing connected to it. So we need to fix that. So we put $6 garden hose on there, and then we come down here and we cut $6 garden hose up, and then that hose is going to drain into there. We need $10 cable ties. Yeah, you heard me right, the cable ties cost more than the garden hose. Are you ready for a hot tip? If you open that very gently like that, you can just pull one out at a time and they don't all fall out. It doesn't always last up because that packet falls apart. So then we come up here Looks like there's a bit of a hole there already. Cable tie through the styrofoam. Hose up here. I'm trying to keep the hoses nice and high because I've got to work on this pond, and the last thing I want to do is be hitting my head on hoses. It's already going to be a tight fit. So then we just need to do that times 3. Look, you can see the next one down there. So if you use your imagination, you can imagine me doing that 3 times. And 3. So I told you you've got to imagine me doing that 3 times. You only have to imagine me doing it twice because you already saw once. So next up, we'll use a tripod for the next one as well, eh? So, well actually no, the tripod's not going to work. Sorry guys. You have to deal with my shaky handling of the camera. So that part there, that's draining straight to there. So that needs to go into that tank. I will comment once on this thing, on this subject. I am moving these drains into different tanks, but all the tanks that are draining into other tanks are fry tanks. There's no new fish. I'm fairly confident in the fact that there's no disease. I say fairly because you can never really be 100% confident, but I wouldn't go draining a tank with brand new fish in it into other tanks, you know. So let's go get the other pipe. Alright, you ready to make a mess? Well, not really a mess, just a tangle. They come with these fittings on the end. I've never used these ever for anything. So if you don't know, I'm about to show you something pretty cool. Should I just get in the pond? I gotta be careful, there's like stingray barbs and shit on the ground. This tripod, it doesn't go low enough to go in there and show you guys. I'm gonna go barefoot, risky business. That basket's in my way. I literally just drained this thing and walked away, guys. Look, there's even still baskets that fish were in. There's still fish in here, actually. This blue shit's just never ending. You guys have seen how many times I've cleaned up the blue shit. Oh, obviously I've got to get rid of this light. I don't know if I can get the light out, but oh yeah, so it's joined there with cable ties, real strong. But I'm gonna have to figure out how I got it in here. All right, so where's the hole? Oh, it's here. It's way closer than I thought. So I've said it 1,000, maybe even more times, but this grey water hose fits straight into 25mm PVC. Now, oh, you saw there, it's not an easy fit. It is a tight fit, so it does take some finessing, but it does work. So then that's going straight into there as well. How am I going to get all the last water out of this tank? It's a bloody obstacle course. No, what's like the thing where there's, you know, like the jewelry store with the lasers, except the laser is a piece of aluminium with a light in it. Alright, we need to find the scissors again. Alright guys, I might have spent $50, $55 on a hose, but look how much I've got spare for activities. We need to find a storage spot for this. We're not just dumping it on the floor. Wife cleaned the shed, we've got to respect the wife. I'm trying to use that as my method for cleaning the shed, or keeping the shed clean. Definitely not my method for cleaning the shed, my wife cleaned the shed. Standard 3-foot stand, anyone in Perth wants it for free, come take it. Alright, so let's turn this bad boy on. So I can turn it on here, there's a switch, but I feel like flexing. It's a little flex, but let's do it. If you haven't seen this, are you ready? Manual, number 1. We'll do 10 minutes. On. Bam. Turns it on. does exactly the same thing as that switch right there, but I just wanted to brag that I can do it electronically. This thing here is actually Wi-Fi. I don't know where it says it. See, Wi-Fi ready. So I could actually turn it on with my mobile phone, but I'm a cheap ass and haven't spent the $100 that it cost for that Wi-Fi module. The whole plan was it would be cool if I could do it from my phone, but yeah, that little module. I can't believe it's $100 for this tiny little thing. So I did the last hose, this one here, up under here. I tucked it under high. If you've never bought a roll of this hose, I'll show you the packet actually. How you can tell the weather's getting warm, guys. The camera doesn't fog up when you go in the fish room. Where is it? That hose there, 34 millimeter. Well, it's only 20 meters. That makes me sad. I thought it was 30 meters. What do I do with this junk? Throw it in the bin, I reckon. Stop hoarding shit. If I stop hoarding shit, life will be better. Alright, so now there's a fish there. You ready? I'll show you. It's a one-eyed cobalt blue that I culled when I sold the colony, and it's still cruising around in like 2 centimeters of water. So now we just need to look down, and it's like, is there water? I can see water dripping. I can see water dripping. Where's it coming from? Why is that dripping? Did we? Why was that dripping? Alright, that's an off-camera job, guys, sorry. Alright guys, so some of you might wonder why I've put off repairing this pond. I've put off repairing this pond for like 2 years. That's how long it's been leaking for. This is why. So I get in here. Keeping in mind this whole thing needs to be fiberglassed. The windows need to come out, the frames need to be repaired or replaced. This is how much room I've got. I don't know, how I'm going to do it. Basically these hoses I've just put in, I'm probably going to have to run 10 cable ties on them to keep them from sagging at all. I've got to clean out all the stingray barbs. It's a logistical nightmare. But my biggest problem about repairing this pond is you guys. You guys are my most important priority, and I can't actually film for you guys. The camera and me don't fit in there. So I don't know how I'm going to make a series about repairing this pond. I might have to wear the helmet camera, yeah, or the head cam, and get in there. The other thing is, guys, I don't know what products I'm going to repair this pond with. I've got like 40 kilos of fiberglass resin in the shed. I don't know whether just to put some mat down and then go from there. I'm open to suggestions, but please only suggest something if you're 100% confident. Because the reason I'm repairing this pond is because I went with the advice of a fiberglass repair person. So somebody who owns a fiberglass shop told me to scratch the stainless steel up with 40 grit sandpaper and then just resin onto the stainless. Now it didn't stick. Basically, it was less than 3 months after I filled it up and set it up that I realized it had failed, and it like crushed my soul. And you guys can see how hard it is going to be to repair. So I want to repair this once and once only. This is going to be a long project, guys. I don't expect it to be done before February, March. My goal is just to get it done before April, May, when it starts to get cold, because I want to shut that 8 foot down by then. Honestly, keeping it dry is going to be the first major mission, and I was kind of joking about making it a multi-part series of getting it dry, but in a way I'm not, because any ounce of moisture is going to wreck the fiberglass. So what I'm thinking about doing is getting it to the point where nothing's dripping on it during water changes, and then I might even consider turning the water change system off for like we can turn it off for a week. Like, the only thing that suffers from turning the water change system off is my lawn. But I can manually water the lawn. So I can turn it off for a week. I can keep doing checks to see if it's dry. And then when I'm confident that it's dry, keeping in mind this is going to be 10 steps to get it to the point where I'm happy with the dryness, then I can start working on it. In the meantime, I could probably do shit like break the windows out. I'm not reusing the windows. I might even change the design of the windows as well. I might actually make some steel frames. Decisions to be had. I guess the problem with steel frames is they rust. It's 50-50. Is it 50-50 or what? Or is it? Yeah, I don't know. I'm just rambling at this point. But anyway, this is a massive and awkward project. So I know YouTube's meant to be like fast-paced projects to keep everyone interested, but you're going to have to bear with me on this one. It's going to be months, and we'll get it done. Unfortunately, with the 2 leaking tanks that we're currently taking care of, it does push back the 2 foot rack a little bit, and that kind of makes me sad, not just from the YouTube perspective. Let me show you actually. This is why I need the 2 foot tanks. Check out this guy. Where is he? Here. If we zoom in, we won't spook him. Look at that fish. Look at that fish. That is going to be, hands down, the best fish I have ever bred. And we need those 2 foot tanks to grow them out. I'm placing bets right now. That fish will never ever leave my house. From right now to the day it dies, I can't see myself ever selling that fish. And also look here, white-eyed behind that guy. Where'd it go? Oh, it's still up there. That, my friend, is a white-eyed Thai silk flower horn. If you know, you know. I've been working super hard towards an idea, and it's all falling into place. It's cost me a lot of money, and it's taken many years of breeding and collecting, but that Thai silk is one of my main goals as a flower horn breeder, and if you know, you know. So let's leave it on a nice positive note there, I reckon. If you don't like flower horns, then I guess it's not really a positive note, but I'm excited, so you should be excited. If you like this video, guys, give it a thumbs up. Sorry if it's a bit of a long one, but that's cool. I like long videos. I think you do too sometimes. Hit that little red button if you like the new microphone, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.